Dula.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try engineering just in case?
Like I said, you're welcome to do whatever you'd like to do, man. The main thing with engineering is that you're keeping the reactor under control, and if you want to give it a go, I have no issue with that. But then we gotta switch to a bot on weapons, which is perfectly fine because a bot on weapons generally is never a bad thing.
That's what I was going to say. I remember you saying that was the best of the bots, so I thought, well, after that little debacle, maybe we should try it. I'm going to try it.
If you want to give it a go, give it a go.
You can let your reactor run a little hot. It's not going to hurt it.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, so coolant reserves. What do I need to do exactly?
Okay.
So currently the engineers' points are already assigned, and this is not a bad thing because they're really in the almost the best spot. I dropped the remaining talent points you have in reactor cooling specialist. Okay. But we've maxed out reactor calibration, extraction training, which having a live engineer is very good because when we encounter other ships, we can attempt to extract components from them, and the bots do a very poor job of it. And if anybody other than the engineer tries it, we're almost guaranteed to blow up the ship without gathering any components. So
I've got 1 talent point available.
Yep.
So what do you think?
I'd scroll all the way down to the bottom, and in the very last entry, I'd drop that point in there.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, so right here in front of you, it says Initiate Jump Prep on the screen. All right. When you click that, it's going to charge the warp drive, and once the lines below it, the jump calculation, warp drive charge, and finalized jump data have completed, it'll tell you that the jump is ready, and when you click the button again, it'll initiate jump. It's of the utmost imperative that we are aligned to jump and you're given the command to initiate jump, because otherwise we just fly at whatever we happen to be pointed at or highlighting. All right.
Gotcha.
The screen below that where it says emergency blind jump, I'm the only one who can activate that.
Okay.
If we'd have been in that last scenario surrounded like that, and I'd have run over here and clicked it to unlock it and initiated it, it would basically have warped us to some random point somewhere in the universe with no clue where that might possibly be.
Like in the middle of a star? Or
well, it wouldn't put us in the middle of a star, but it would certainly potentially put us all the way on the other side of the galaxy.
Oh, wow.
This screen over here is the coolant screen.
Okay.
If it doesn't kill you.
It is the pump control. The green bar indicates how much coolant we have left. Off, of course, means the pump is off. Low is a slow feed of coolant, and high is a fast feed of coolant. Okay. Below that is the jump fuel. We currently have 65 fuel capsules, and if necessary, you can click the load fuel button, and it will automatically load a capsule in.
Okay.
The distress signal is something we will not use unless we are truly dead in the water and are hoping to get some NPC assistance. But you can actually use the up and down arrows to shift what kind of distress signal we're sending out, and then click the on button. Over here, these screens are something you're going to encounter all over the ship. The top one is the USS Babelfish, our ship, and the red bars indicate our health. The first one being engineering, the second one weapons, then life support, and science.
Gotcha.
Then it shows that the shields are at 675 to 675, hull is at 3,000 of 1,000, the reactor is okay. QT shield is our quantum shield. And the quantum shield is important because when our quantum shield drops below a certain level, enemy forces can board our ship. O2 delta has to do with our oxygen levels, and 30, 31 is perfectly fine. Below that on the next screen, it will show information on whatever ship it is that happens to be within range and is under observation. So in this case, since we have the USS Triumph here in the sector with us, it's showing all the information on the Triumph. 4,500 shield.
Oh man, they're rocking.
1288 shield, 4,500 hull. It's a beast. Over here, this is the reactor panel. We have a military grade fusion reactor. You can see its stability is at 100%. The 210 of 3,000 is its temperature, and as that temperature comes up, it gets more and more critical. Below that are the controls as to how much power you are actually feeding to the individual stations, the individual areas of the ship.
Okay.
Engineering, science lab, shields, weapons, and then at the bottom is the total usage. So you may find yourself increasing shields or weapons during combat and reducing them afterwards, and use to bring our temp back down. Right. If the temp starts to get critical, you got to run over, kick on the coolant,
yeah.
And you may even have to run down to where the reactor is, where the singularity is, and hit it with your fire extinguisher in order to manually cool it.
Okay.
This next station over here, the auxiliary reactor configuration, are all the ship systems that can be turned on and off. So at the bottom where it says interior lights, click off.
Okay.
All right, those were our external spots, and down below that, it says interior lights.
Gotcha. Oh, wow.
All right.
Sorry.
Yep. So that controls all the internal systems. Atrium healing is the atrium is where we spawn and we get healed. Oxygen generator never goes off. Air filter never goes off. Spotlights can be turned off. And interior lights can be turned off if we need a sudden power boost. But missile lock-on, cyber defense, and those kinds of things are really important and need to remain on. Okay. I'm going to get us a combat bot in here.
All right. I'm going to mute you for just a second.
Yep.
Well, not you, me.
Alright, combat bot is in and AI is loaded. Put him on discretion so he mans the station, and then put him on at ease so that he stays there. Alright.
Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry.
No problem. I think Eriketh was down checking to see if we had any science materials to add to the collection.
Now, as engineer, I noticed that there was a whole section down in the lower area that dealt with
let's go down to that together, and we'll go over it real quick just to make sure you know what's happening there.
Yeah, because I didn't know if there was something I had to do with that or.
All right. We will run on down there, and we'll just run through it quick. What you'll find is that basically it's all the same as what you've got going on above.
Okay.
This is the singularity. All right. This is what gives us the ability to do warp jumps.
All right.
All right. This is what you would hit with your fire extinguisher to manually cool the core.
That's what I wanted to ask you before, because I didn't know what you meant by the singularity.
Yep. We also have an emergency core eject, but I mean that is a true emergency. Once we eject the core, we're in pretty deep trouble.
And the
over
core
here
has to be hot.
Yep. Over here, these three levers control shields and other systems, and are used primarily as the power-up sequence to boot the ship OS and get the ship going if for whatever reason we were in a complete shutdown. If it becomes necessary to do so, I'll come down with you and I'll walk you through the process. But it's flip lever number 1, click on boot ship OS. It'll tell you then here in this window the steps to proceed. So it'll actually give you instructions as we start the reboot process.
Okay.
And then the final step actually takes place from up above in the engineering station.
Also, the third lever is for shields.
Yep.
So if you need to do repairs, just flip it off. Or if you want to board an enemy ship, board it, run over there, flip it off, and then everybody else can board. So.
Okay.
Yep. And this is the atrium where we heal and respawn.
Okay.
You see, know what this is about. And then over here, you'll see these are the exact same panels that you had above, with one exception, and that is our salvage panel. If we have a salvageable ship out there, our Star Salvage E70 is used in an attempt to extract components from it.
Okay.
You'll have an actual list of available components that you can cycle through, pick things out, and attempt to use the E70 in order to extract them. Okay. You are the one that has the Mundo skill when it comes to doing extractions. So if we get the opportunity, we'll come down here and you'll be attempting extractions. If we attempt to extract components from a ship and we fail, the ship goes boom, and all we get is scrap metal. So,
okay.
All right, I think
no pressure.
No pressure.
Well, see, the thing is you're highly trained enough as an engineer that there actually is very little pressure because you're very good at what you do. Most of your talent points are invested into the appropriate skill to do that.
All
right.
I will do the best that I can. There we go.
You cannot change the laws of physics. All right, well, now that we've got our new engineer oriented and our weapons bot is on station, let us jump to the eBear system 552, laying in a course. Ooh, he's being fancy. Our maneuvering thrusters are some good stuff. All right, Mr. Hawkeye,
yes,
if
sir.
You would, on my mark, you will initiate warp. Are we aligned, Mr. Freakbird?
We are aligned.
All right.
Mr. Hawkeye, initiate warp.
Engage.
So because we don't have a instant warp charge program, it's probably a good idea to, as soon as we come out of warp, start charging.
That's what I was just getting ready to tell you. It seems to me it would be a good thing to charge it up as we come out.
Absolutely, and consider that to be a standing order. As soon as we enter a new sector, immediately initiate the warp charge.
Awesome. We'll do so. Yes, Captain.
All right. I do believe we can make this work. That was some good flying, Freakbird, and Hawk, you did great shooting. It was just once they blew engineering, there was literally nothing we could do. We were done for because
once they went below us, it was done. I couldn't lock on anything.
If the ship gets below us and it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get a beat on them, jump to the other turret, because that railgun aims is on the underside of the ship, and that's just for future reference.
Let me ask you this: should I take the railgun if we get in combat?
You should remain on the engineering station, prepared to dump coolant and raise power to different sectors and stuff.
Okay.
We'll only man the second turret if we're in a hot spot, in which case I will man the second turret, because our Sulu bot is going to do a very fine job on weapons, and I think that Freakbird is going to do a very fine job piloting us. Like I say, we just got caught in an untenable situation. If we'd have been in a combat vessel, we wouldn't have had that result. We'd have managed to escape.
Okay.
But as a research vessel, we just weren't set to deal with that many hostiles of that strength. All right, I'm going to drop us out of warp. Stand by.
I'm ready.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Planet.
Warp drive initiated. Woo. Charging warp drive as I speak.
Mining station.
right. What do you folks say to an away party?
Sounds like a plan.
Mission to go ashore.
Warp drive is charged if we need it.
All right. Very well. Let us prepare an away party. All of you should have a heavy weapon of some sort. If you check, be certain that you do. Also ensure you have your phase pistol on backup. There's limited charges on any heavy weapon.
Looks like I have 3 weapons. Oh, wait, no, I got the phase pistol.
If you run down to the... Oh, I was going to say run down, but it's over here. The weapons area has ammo, so you can refill that if you need to.
I don't think I have the weapon because I was in engineering. I don't see it here.
Go check the engineer's locker.
Okay.
And if you do not have a heavy weapon, we will acquire you one. All right, Sulubot. Let's get Sulubot following along.
Yeah, I don't have a heavy weapon. Do not have one. I have a fire extinguisher.
All right.
Check and see what's in the locker.
There's nothing in the locker.
All right. Let's go back to your locker.
Okay. Ooh.
All right, there you go. Heavy pistol +1.
Thank you.
And that means I will have to rearrange myself a little bit here real quick.
No, I probably don't need one, Dula.
Well, but I do.
Right, but I have one, and I shouldn't have one because
I've got a heavy beam pistol.
Oh well.
I made sure that we had at least one extra weapon just in case we ran into this kind of circumstance.
Okay, well.
So I would rather have you armed just in case things go south.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
I know that most of the time you're making good use of the scanner, but if things get ugly, I'd like you to be able to defend yourself. Especially if we're in combat and we get an attempt at being boarded. All right.
All right, I've got my heavy pistol, 32.
And you got it equipped?
Yes.
All right, so if you want to come to the teleporter pad.
Well, sure. As soon as I figure out where the hell it was. Here it is.
Opposite side.
That's right, okay. Which way did I go?
You want to drive?
Do we need an exosuit?
We should not need an exosuit for this planet.
Okay.
All right. We will teleport on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
All right. All right, who's the dude?
I remember this one.
Mining operation.
This one was pretty fun.
No hostiles. We have several NPCs.
I've got Niven Meadow saying that hostile creatures have flooded into the tunnels of mining operations and 3 of our miners were killed in the attack. If you think you can help, please speak with Garcia inside. She'll tell you what needs to be done and will compensate you as best she can.
All right.
Oh, okay, and she would be up at the other mine, I suppose.
She would be inside here.
Inside here, I think.
Okay.
Let's go in.
Loot drops.
Oh man, that stinks.
Rations.
I expected to have some gear here.
Rations. 2 rations.
I have 1 ration on me, so...
Okay, I'll take one.
Whoever doesn't have food,
I'll take
grab
one.
some.
I don't have any.
Hawkeye, come pick this up.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, then Dula, come pick this up.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Hawk, feel free to... You did a good job of reading that out loud, and I know you're recording, so... It'd be
What you want me to need?
Be good. And then Freakbird, since you're streaming, if you want to do the same thing.
I would rather not.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Are you here to help?
It takes me...
I'm sorry. This is Garcia Randall. She's the one we're needing to talk to.
Okay.
Are you here to help? We are in great need of assistance right now. Not long ago, our miners discovered a large deposit of an alien ore in the caves. The ore emitted a strange noise when they first unearthed it, and none of our equipment was able to remove little more than stray fragments from the central vein. Earlier today, insect-like creatures burrowed the way through the mines and have now taken it over. They seem drawn to that strange ore. I don't know what to do about the ore, but if nothing is done to rid of those creatures, I fear we could lose the mines entirely. And I'm going to hit accept.
Absolutely.
Equipment,
all right, so...
Oh, wait a minute, more stuff. Equipment was able to remove little more than stray fragments... Wait a minute, never mind. Thank you, there's a lift outside that can take you up to the mines. Please be careful.
All right,
it is a very long fall.
Oh!
Just saying.
Thanks, Freak.
All right, Ericeth, you will, of course, be operating the scanner and keeping us apprised of hostile presence.
Is this what they're talking about right here?
Yep. The heavy beam pistol has limited rounds, therefore, or whatever heavy weapon you have, therefore make sure you have your phase pistol on backup. Remember, slow, steady shots with the phase pistol to ensure it does not overheat.
Right.
And whenever you are ready, we'll go up.
Freakbird is floating in the air.
As soon as I hit the button... that's when Sulu was like, "Nah, man, I'm jumping off this thing."
Freakbird, you're floating in the air.
Yeah,
I hit the button.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot because the game is early access. That on the elevators, a lot of times you'll have people that'll be up above.
Well, you're above me.
You guys are down below me.
Aircraft's just slightly above me, and Freakbird's way up there.
That's right.
Hawkeye's not even on the elevator.
I'm not?
Nope, you're underneath the elevator.
I look like I'm on the elevator.
Nope.
Yeah, I see him right in front of me. It's, like I say, there's some interesting things that go on with it. Alright.
There we go.
Let's move forward.
And there is a robot and another guy over here, so...
Yep.
Somebody can go yell at those guys over there.
I'll talk to him. Since you're
Thank you.
Going to be Mr. Shy tonight.
No, it's the words are hard.
When those creatures broke... This is Marlo Jan, and he said, when these creatures broke through the tunnels, one of our fellow workers was severely injured and 3 others were killed. All of us who survived were cleared out for now, but those things are still inside. There's too many of us to handle. What? I think that's a mistake. There's too many of them for us to handle is probably what he means. And I'll talk to Marlo Jan, the robot. Oh, no. He won't talk to me. Never mind. I thought the robot would talk to me.
Alright. Let's make a plan. We're going to pass through the door on a mark, because we don't know if there's hostiles immediately on the other side. Make sure your weapon is out before we pass through the door.
Alright, I'm ready.
And I'm just waiting for Sulubot to catch up. Usually, there he is. He's finally here. Alright, weapons out. Ready to enter on my mark. It'll be 3, 2, 1, mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
Alright,
hostiles, 3. 3.
3?
2 rings out.
There's
going to be 1 o'clock and 2 at my 11.
Oh, God. So
3 rings out.
God bless Freakbird. Are you out to kill something?
No loot
I'm
drops.
taking a bath in the blue stuff.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
No research material. All right.
I do
Nothing
like the
so
fact
far.
that it activated this teleporter, so if we die, you can come straight here this time.
Good.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
where are they going to come from? Because they can't dig out from under the sand like the other
My
place.
12 o'clock.
As
Look at 11, and 1 o'clock. 2 at my 11, 1 at my 1 o'clock.
Don't
One
jump
ring
too
out.
far ahead, please.
1 ring out.
Yep.
Okay, so Now we got sand.
Probably going to come out of the sand.
Yeah.
Ants! Ants!
He's down.
Okay, guys. 2 on the left.
Careful, freak bird.
Right there.
Contact.
They're down.
Okay, that's those.
Ooh.
Now, straight ahead, 3 rings out, and there will be research material at that spot.
All right.
So keep an eye open for it. It's going to be a ways yet.
All right.
Okay.
You need to slow it down a little
Yep.
bit, and you need to stop.
All right.
If you're not a combatant, don't jump in front of us because you're gonna get shot.
Right.
What
okay.
are these boxes?
Watch at my 1 o'clock, okay? Gonna come down that right-hand tunnel. Go down the right-hand tunnel, and there's gonna be an ant that pops out down this tunnel. Gonna be on your right. So careful there. Probably right in that right-hand passage. Right-hand
Contact.
passage. Okay. We
Okay.
have a moment for research material.
Absolutely, we got your back.
Thank you.
It's right here.
Hooray! Alrighty. Now we're gonna have 2 more.
Which way?
Maybe down this tunnel
This
straight
tunnel?
ahead of Dula.
All right. Yep. Let's take this.
Yeah, 1
Tunnel along.
definitely.
Careful, freak.
1 ring out,
I'm good. I got like 200 health on me, so
and you have the healing totem. So, all right, watch as we come around this corner. There's probably going to be 1 around to the left, and 1 at my 11, and 1 at my 1. Okay.
Got him. Got
There
him.
you go.
Contact.
There's 11.
He's down.
1 o'clock, Dula. Watch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Straight at my 12. 1 ring out.
we're gonna want to stick close to each other here because there are.
Right
Contact.
He's down. I didn't even have time to get a shot off.
there. All right. Yeah. Okay. There's 3 more in here. And they're at my 12 o'clock. So
All right.
probably
Run a
around.
circle.
Yeah, it's actually going to be kind of in around and to the left.
I was going to say, it must be around this object.
It's going to be on the back side of that object, yes.
Yeah. Freak bear, be careful. Is this, what is this?
Dula,
stuff?
you're getting close there, buddy.
I see
Contact.
him. I see him. I see him.
Contact.
Behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you.
Got to switch weapons.
Oh, shoot.
All right, room is clear.
All right.
No loot drops.
Nothing in here?
All right.
No loot drops.
I'm to phase pistol.
Okay.
Lots of red shirts.
Yep. They didn't have a good day. All right.
Okay.
Checking our status.
Yep.
There are 2 hostile creatures left somewhere here in the mine.
Yes, but they're not in this passage.
All right.
Anybody need a healing feeling?
No, I'm good.
Yep. I need to come stand next to you for a moment here. All right. Well, then we'll be going back out the passage we came in because we bypassed a passage on our way over here.
Yes, we did, and that's where the loot is. Alrighty.
I'm healed. Yeah, let's move out.
Exits over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be moving to the right.
Eriketh, anything?
I'll let you know when we get close. All right.
All right.
2 rings out. And they're going to be down on the left.
I'll be sticking to the right-hand wall to avoid friendly fire.
Yeah.
And to make sure that
They're going to
you
be
guys have a clear
down.
line of fire. Stop
They are.
stepping
Contact.
in, please.
He's down. they're both down.
And that should be clear, and now we have 3 loot containers.
Room's clear.
There we go.
Loot, loot, loot.
I'm going to take one of these rations.
Go ahead.
There's a heavy beam pistol. I've already got.
Yep, and
3.
we've got
I'll pick it up.
phase. Let's see. I'm not sure what we've got here. Heavy beam pistol 2.
Heavy beam pistol.
And there was a heavy beam pistol over there. So
I got one of them.
I'll grab the other. And I believe that there's the objective.
Yep.
Yep.
It should.
So
All right, let's head out.
we can take the teleporter, or we can take the elevator.
I don't like the
But I'm going to be honest, the elevators scare me.
I was going to say, I don't like the elevator. I'd rather take the teleporter.
I'm going to hop through the teleporter and take it up and back down again.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. And we're home.
Yep.
Now, these
I'm
extra
planet side again.
These extra pistols, what should we do with them? Drop them in that thing, or?
Just go ahead and hold on to it.
Okay.
Well, waiting to talk to... So we have to talk to her again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'll go down to it.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem. Shoot, I have to ride down the elevator. That's
it's the upper button.
Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. I'm scared.
You know, if you're brave, you could just jump off the thing and then double tap your jetpack before you hit the ground.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'll do it.
This reminds me.
We know you'll try anything. You're a vegetarian Linux user.
Vegan Linux user?
This looks a lot like Arizona here.
You know, I thought this would be fun, but now I'm out here and I'm like,
Think again. Yeah, I'm almost down now. It's a bit of a trip.
I'm about to jump here in just a moment.
Alright, I'm going to go talk to What's-Her-Nose.
There goes.
Alright, there she is.
Holy crap, if I go splat, I'm sorry.
Okay, have you been to the mines yet? Are the creatures gone? Yes.
Ah!
Mission completed. Have you... Alright. That's a great relief. We're incredibly appreciative to you for your help. Please take these credits. Thanks to you, we may have another chance to continue our work here. Alright. Dun-da-da. Alright.
Alright, let's head back to the ship.
Alright, we're good.